So when I pull up, school, 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 pull up, school, 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 pull up.
Yo, what up? It's YFRS, and you tune into the Vibe Wichita. You already know what it is, man. Make sure you tap in. Get your mind right.
She said,
Drop dummy.
So it's a story. I met Teddy Riley, and we were sitting down in his house in Las Vegas, which was already like, that was like on the bucket list right there, because Teddy Riley, one of my like favorite producers. And he said something. He said, if you really want to make an impact, create a genre. And I couldn't think of a genre per se, but then I was like, okay, well, what is everybody doing right now? Everybody's singing, but it's like rap singing, and I'm like, rap singer. Your favorite rap singer. Okay, that works. And I was just like, I call it rap singer for short, but it works every time. So I say, my name is YFRS. They said, what? Your favorite rap singer? And they were like, okay. Because if you tell somebody I'm your favorite rap singer, I ain't know you from 5 minutes ago, they're gonna be like, oh, you gotta press play now. But that's the whole point. So it's like to turn the name into a statement and turn it into something that causes dialogue. You know, so that's really where it came from. Plus, I feel that's my style. Like, I don't really classify myself as a rapper. I honestly don't classify myself as a singer. I just think I rap sing. You know what I mean? And I just, again, lead in with the production and just rap sing and give people vibes. Well, I say I fell in love with music when I went to this church. It's called the Rock Church. And it was like all Caucasian type church. But if you close your eyes, it's like black people singing. You open your eyes, it's not. But they was killing crap, and I was just like, man, like that's crazy, like that's what I want to do. I played it in this order. I play the keys, I play the bass, and I play the guitar, and I play drums. Like some of my influences was Prince, Nick Condition, D'Angelo, Jagged Edge, you know, Blackstreet. Like I got a lot of influence from that, and even on certain vibes with Michael Jackson, Tank, like crazy, as far as like the singing, like just how he moves around his top lines and stuff. Jamie Foxx on the music low key. Because I'm a musician first, it's like I like hearing like the music, like whatever I would probably play on the chords, it's like I try to incorporate that into the background vocals, like when I'm singing, so it kind of gives me like a different vibe, how it come off. So like Sac was just, I had just moved here from Richmond. I was coming from Richmond. And at first, I was just like, man, I was just happy because they had trees. Because when I was living in Richmond, all we had was a tree stump and cement. You know, it's a little bit more tough on the tough side. But Sacramento was lit. Like Sacramento, I definitely grew up like through all like middle school, high school. So it was a vibe. You know what I mean? Like that's where I was introduced to music. Before Sacramento, there was no music. There was no nothing. You know what I mean? I was BMX biking and skating. I see myself as a producer because I've always been a musician. Like when I listen to records, I listen as a producer and a musician. Like when I'm listening to the vocals, I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm listening as a producer and a musician. At some point when it's like you produce a record, you hear a record, you know what you want it to be, you might try to do a demo, you know what I mean? Back then I could not sing. So it was just like that's something that grew, and I felt like it was one of the things that I got better at over time. You know what I mean? Like, and then at the same time, again, I came from the church, so I was used to being around singers, like singers. So it's just like my perception of singing was like, the bar was like way higher. You know what I mean? So I felt like I had a lot of growth, but it just production brought me into it. And you cut enough records to where it's like, man, okay, that sounds kind of good. Let me put it out and see what people think. You know what I mean? And it kind of went from there. The first time I moved to LA, it was 2012 when I was doing reference tracks, because I was just trying to get on, because I was driving from Sacramento to LA and just doing reference tracks, trying to shop beats and shop records around. And I had some records cut, so I was just cutting them so people could hear my production and hear a song on top of the record, so they have a better chance of snatching up the record. And that was the first time everybody kept asking about who's singing the record and not about the beat. I'm trying to shop the beat, and they're like, yo, hey, the beat cool, but who's that on the record? And I was like, I don't know. I used to just play it off, you know what I mean? I wouldn't tell them because I'm like trying to get the beat. You know, I didn't understand the whole concept of that whole thing. Yeah, I was just really focused on being a producer and a musician. I wasn't even in the artist mode like that heavy. Yeah, I mean, that's key. that's how you get paid. You know what I mean? That's where all that matters. Like I done had, records I did with people, and they just, they're worried about the upfront. They don't care about the back end. It's like, they don't know what ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, Harry Fox, Saints, none of that is. And it's like, that stuff is important because at the end of the day, I think that financial intellect is like one of those driving factors in the music industry that's not taught enough. And it's important to being like successful in the music industry.
Yeah, I throw the money up cause I'm paid. You know that a player gon' play. Switch lanes, yeah, pull up on bay. Usher Raymond, yeah, do it my way.
Next Sound. So Next Sound is a digital record label. We're taking all the resources as far as like being able to have a label and actually push all the things that you need as an artist, from playlisting, from promotion, from conversion, pixels, things that necessarily like an artist doesn't think about. That's the driving factor to actually taking your career from A to Z. It's important. Distribution is one thing, but that's not enough. Everybody can put their records out on platforms nowadays for free. But with Next Sound, we have the platform. So we build in all the different areas to help build an artist. So all the same stuff I'm doing for myself is the same stuff I'll be offering through Next Sound. And I also got a new platform that's coming out. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check for it. It's gonna be called Track Killers. It's gonna be trackkillers.com, and it's gonna be unlimited beats for a certain amount of price. I ain't gonna let that go right now, but y'all get the whole thing. But it's gonna be like a legit situation for curators and people in the game. I got one EP of some records that I put together, which is self-entitled YFRS. The project I'm working on right now is gonna be my legit project, like first one out. I don't have a title for it yet. Just YFRS. If you Google me, you'll find me. You're gonna find me regardless. But YFRS official, that's everywhere. That's on YouTube, that's on Instagram, that's everywhere. And if you really, really, really wanna tap in with me, hit my line direct, like literally text me 310-742-0663. That come directly to my phone.
If my life is a river, oh no, then it's running dry. Like a flame from a fire, oh Lord, that's about to die. So much evil in the shadows.